So welcome to class 31 of Python programming. It will take 5 classes pandas, and then if required we'll do 1 or 2 more. Lot of things we have here, but let me start with the very basics today. So if you remember already NumPy, it will be easier. You have to import NumPy and then pandas. Then data, I've written a list here. So now all the time make it a point, you will see this way. You have to import numpy is np, pandas and pd. This is standard. In 99% of the cases you see this. And then now that you have written np.array, this is your object. So now data is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So this is your numpy array. If I write print type of data, if you print type of data, let me take this. I can run this one. See, type is numpy array, nd array. So it's not a new thing now. We know what is data already. Now from numpy, how you come to pandas? If you see this one here, print type data, print type d type. These things we already know. Now what you need to write is whatever data you have, the data there you have to write pd.series. You need to write data here. If you forget about this one also, but these two lines will be there anyway. Now you can directly write data here. How should be the data? Our data is numpy array. So how we are making a series here? From numpy array. And in 90% of the things you see will be getting one series from numpy arrays. Remember this one. When we talk series is something like this. You have only one column. Mostly pandas have two data structure, although three. We are using mostly two. One is series, one is data frame. So if this is one column, this is another column, then you can combine these two columns to make a data frame. Remember, D will be in capitals, F will be in capitals, S will be in capitals. Most of the time when people start learning, they write small s and lot of errors they get. S will be in capital, D will be in capital, F will be in capital. Now here, this is your data frame. You can import your file here. This is your file. And you have two columns. And this is your label data. Labels are there. Apple, orange, whatever. And you have index also. In data frame, you have index. These are indices. Here 2, here 1 index. So when you say index, if you want to know the index, you will be able to know. I'll tell you how to get it. and these are called columns, 2 columns here and 4 rows here. They will be numbered this way. If you want, you can change the numbers. It's not a problem. You can change these numbers. But remember, in a series, you have only one column. It's less useful, but it's there. So we have to start with series. If you want to combine series, if you want to get a data frame by combining series, that is also possible. Initially, we'll do this way, but then later on, we'll directly write a data frame. We can create one Excel file and we can upload, and we can do some kind of data analysis. We'll be doing in third, fourth, fifth classes. Let me go to this one once again. See pd dot series. So here my data is numpy data. That's why we say this is a first powerful, flexible, and easy to use open source data analysis and manipulation tool built on the top of NumPy. Python programming we have written, but normally we can write NumPy also. So you know already your NumPy object, this one, 10 to 70, that is data. So now pd dot series, we write here NumPy np dot array, and here we write a list. Now here this data is NumPy data, this one. If you don't want to use NumPy, but NP will be there anyway, you can write this way as well. Sorry, Control Z. I have to paste here. So if you write in one line, it will look this way. You see pd dot series here, np dot array here, and then a list. It looks a bit complicated. So you just keep it. This is NumPy. This came from NumPy data, 1D array, nd array, you see the class. Then we've written pd dot series. Then we'll print. If you run it, you see this is 0, 1 by default, they will give you, but you can't give labels here. That's the problem. In series, you can't give labels here. If you write forcibly in data, suppose write something like header, whatever you write, then this is fine. But then you can change this one. You run both. But you see the type was int32. The type will change now. Now object type. The type changes because this is homogeneous array. It's not allowed. We have written forcibly this one. So it's fine, but then the type is changed now. It's not a new thing. We already discussed about this. But you can change this. You can write anything here. By default, you get this. You can change this by writing index. We'll do that later. But anyway, it will not be useful. Anyway, one column is not useful. But yeah, at times you see, we use also rare. It is rare use. Rarely we use this one. But yeah, we have to start with this one. Series. The first type of data structure in pandas. Then the next one, if you see, here data comes from NumPy. So instead of writing directly, instead of writing a list here, see ultimately you have numbers 10 to 70. This is 1D array. But when you form a series, you got this 20, 30 in this way, in the form of a data frame. Although you have only two columns here, one column, this is for index. So although you have only one column for the data, but it's a data frame with one column, you can say. Now if you see here, the only thing we changed here is data, but data is again numpy. It came from numpy, np dot random dot rand3. Suppose I'll write 3 2 here, then there will be a problem. So if you try to run this one, it will show problem. What it says, if you see the error, data must be one dimensional. Okay, data must be one dimensional, because whatever numbers you get, 6 numbers, you want in 2 cross 2, right? Array, it's not allowed. 3 cross 2, right? 3 rows, 2 columns. That way you wanted data. It's a 2D array. It's not allowed. We want to get 3 random numbers. That's fine. We'll get 3 random numbers. Here, if you print s, you will get, you see, the only difference between this one and this one is here things are fixed. Here, this is the first one. Because I changed it to head, so I have to run once again. You see the difference here? We started with this and then this one. Okay. This was data. No. This was S. How you got this way? Sometimes, yeah, tell me.
So because both are named data, I think so.
That's why. Okay, here it's data. Here it's data. Yeah, Jupyter has a little bit problem. Okay, I'm not going to that now. But let's change data 2 to make it data 2. Okay. You are right, but after running this one, you should get, okay? After running
So
this
you
one.
didn't change in the object data too.
Which object? Yeah, I will do that. So what I will do is, will not make it complicated. Now that everything we discussed, I will take everything here and I will do one by one. This one is fine, right? Anu?
Yes, sir.
So if you see this one, I will run once again. See, this was our first series. Now the second one, if you check here, you are saying I didn't change data, right?
Yes, sir. Data too.
Yeah. So now here we wrote fixed numbers and we used random numbers, right? 3 random numbers between 0 and 1. So we got 3 random numbers between 0 and 1. The only difference is we have column here, there also one, but then here we got random numbers. There the numbers are fixed. You can use anyway. You can write a range also, whatever you had in NumPy, all those you can use to get data. From data, you can have your series, pandas series, okay, pd.series. This is the one you need to write. And whatever way you are generating data, NumPy data, that way you can generate here. Just write this one, you will get it. Nothing more. Why this is there? Maybe we want to check this type of data. Data is NumPy array and in 32, but we are not interested in data. We are interested in SNT. So you see pandas dot core series dot series. You get this way all the time. Class. Then the next one, here you will get data frame. We'll go to that. Now remember we discussed here the index. Index was by default 0, 1, 2, 3. But now we want index ABCD. If you want to get ABCD in the index column, you can write special index. Okay. So pd.series data we have written and index we have written. Now, okay, here anyway I have done, no problem. You got this data, print data.values, this one, and index. It shows the index, it shows the data type, okay. And if you print data, here data is not NumPy data, here data is pandas data. Are you getting the difference? Print. Let me write data 3. Here, this is not NumPy data. See, we got this way, we got our index ABCD, and then we got the values we wanted. Whatever we have written, we got those values. Now, if you check what is data, print type of data, data 3. This is again class pandas, all that core series, that is the class. So here data 3, here you had data 2, here data, then data 2, but data 1, data 2, they were NumPy. If you check data 2, we check type of page, not data 2. Data 2 is NumPy type, not pandas. But now here we have no dependency on NumPy. Remember the data we used to take from NumPy, and data I changed here. Most of the time we'll be using this way, built on the top of NumPy. But there is no use of NumPy here. When you practice, you will be able to know what you are using, how you are writing. So here we didn't use NumPy, and then we are able to still get our pandas series. That is the difference. Here no NumPy. I wanted to cut the first line there. Index is given and you get this way. So there are different ways of creating series, though this is less useful. Now here you see pd.series. Here the data is a set like this. Dictionary like this. Dictionary, one dictionary also you can write here. You will see later our pandas will be dictionary. And if you see the keys are here, and then the values. Remember, it's a key value pair, and see how, if you run, how it will be. If you input data like this way, see now still we are in series, and we are not making use of numpy. There is no use of numpy. Even if you write, you cut that one, import numpy as np, this will work, because we are not using numpy. We are independent now. Independently, we have a pandas object here. Okay, population pd dot. See, we got California, Texas, Newark, Florida, all those here, and population. So this also you can call a data frame, but yeah, we have only one column here apart from the index column. Now see this one. The only difference between this one and this one is they're the same. We have written a data frame here, pd.data frame. This is a separate thing. Instead of writing the fixed one, instead of writing numbers, we have taken from numpy. Here, if you are taking from numpy, you get 10 to 15 with a gap of 1. That means the first one will be 10, then 11, then 12, 13, 14. There are 5 here. And this is another series, pandas series. Here we have 4, so there will be a problem. We have to make it 14. Here also we have 4. So how you get the series? How you get the data frame? This way. Now see here, the keys here, the keys are starts, year, and intake. Starts, year, and intake. These are the keys, and these are your values: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here whatever values you had, and here if you check, you have 4, and this is very common. Here NaN you will get. That means it's a missing data, or data is not available. You have to do something about that. We say feature engineering. Whenever you pull data using SQL or no SQL, or whatever way you can, you get data, or you can use big data. So after getting data, suppose you have 30 columns, will not definitely take 30 columns per hour analysis. So you need to decide which features you need to take for your data analysis. Otherwise, it will be very complicated, and there is a chance of overfitting most of the time. So, so you have to use feature engineering. You have to choose the features which are very important. We'll do those technically. We'll have some methods. We'll go to those things later. Once data is selected, suppose I've selected 3 data. It's not that we'll have values everywhere. So this is called data pre-processing. In data pre-processing stage, you need to check if you have empty cells or not. So this is a simple one where you have empty cells. So you have to do something about this. Either you can take the mean, or you can decide, okay, seeing the trend, whatever way, you have to fill it. Otherwise, it will give you errors. Here I have 4 rows and 3 columns. It's very easy to visualize and know, but it's not like that. We'll have 70 columns, 50,000 or maybe 5 lakh rows, then it will be difficult. We'll not be able to see NaN, all these things. And with a simple NaN, all your work will not be done in time. Okay, it will take a lot of time, and you will not be able to get that. Now, while creating, if you do a mistake like this, sometimes it will show you errors. But here in pandas, it fills. Ultimately, what will happen is this will be in the form of a CSV file. You have to import the CSV file, and you have to do the data analysis. See, I just downloaded today. What is this? World Health, or maybe something. I'll say you why I've written WH2019.CSV. So how you need to import data? Suppose, let me go to download. You must be knowing this, but yeah, I have to say, see, sales data types. No, not this. Yeah, this one. You have to right click, see properties. You have to copy this one. This file I want to import. See, the syntax is read underscore CSV. This is fixed, okay? And here within bracket, within quotes, you need to write. Suppose, let me paste it. You will get this way. Then you have to write the name of the file here. And everywhere you have to change. You have to make it right, okay? Or even you can do, if you don't want to do that, you can do double, okay? Double backward slash you can do. You can make it double everywhere. So the path you get, and then write the name here. It's very simple. Again, DF is common in 95% of the cases. Wherever you see, you come across, normally we write DF for data frame. This is a data frame, pd.read.csv, and this is the Excel file. Before importing the Excel file here, if you want, you can check it once how it is. But yeah, we'll see here. Head 3 means just I want to know a bit, so I've written head 3. So you will see 3, the first 3, 0, 1, 3. You just see how many columns you have. Overall rank is here, country is here, score, GDP per capita, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perception of corruption. Okay, there are many, but yeah, we can see all the columns here: 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you write df.columns and index, index is the first, remember this one, not this one. Even if you give a 0, 1 to like this, rank, you start, fortunately here rank starts from 1, but yeah, there might be a match here. This column, this is the index one, okay? If you run this one, let me run it, you see. Okay, I print this one also, that's why. See here, it says your index starts from 0 and index stops at 156. So you know how many rows are here with a step of 1. And then your this range index is over 0 to step 1. Then your columns are this is 2, 3. How many we can see here? We can see up to this. Yeah, everything we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Okay. So this is one column, this is one column, this is one column, that way. You know the column name. So what we are talking about? We are talking about GDP. We are talking about healthy life expectancy, generosity. We'll check country by country, okay? So now, even if you want to print this, print DF here, initially, if you want to see, if you have, suppose 5,000 rows and 300 columns, it will be difficult. So this will give a rough idea. At times, you would like to see the whole one. If you do it, you get this way. See, it can show everything in one place. Even these are big country or region here. overall rank here, scores are here, GDP per capita here, then there is a slash here, you see, backward slash. So again, here it's continuing. If you check here, you see this way. This is the zero, means first row, second row, third row, fourth one. Then you see there is a dot dot. After fourth, this is 151, 152, 153, 154, 155. And again, it starts from zero. Sometimes it's confusing if you are new, but yeah, what happens is, because you can't see everything here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here, social support, this is sixth one. Healthy life expectancy, seventh one. Then this is eighth one. Then you have these two here. Okay. So though index comes time and again, but index they've written because you will be able to know. So index is repeating here, but these are the columns. Okay. 9 columns. I counted index, I remember. That's why it became 10. So this one we have seen already. Now this also you can use everywhere. Even there also, data.series. Now this is a simple graph, pandas graph, but we'll be using matplotlib for this one. However, here, because we are now in pandas, even this type of a graph will save you a lot. If you see the countries of importance here, and if you want to compare freedom to make life choices, this line, freedom to make life choices. So here almost there is no difference between countries. Here this is little low, Netherlands, but Netherlands is also very good. I mean, almost it's 5.8 or something like that. If you see, this is a 6. Finland is good. Denmark, Norway, Ireland, and then finally Netherlands. If you compare this one, Netherlands is better. If you compare generosity, Netherlands is better. Finland, then Denmark, you see it's increasing. So all three things you can see here. And then if you see this has not come, then the blue one. Blue one, if you see, perception of corruption, still you have some in Ireland, but when it comes to Netherlands, it's fine. So here this is better, though this might be 0.3 Netherlands, but this one is Finland 0.4. Denmark is a free country, if you know. If you don't know also, it's very free. So that's why when it comes to this one, freedom to make life choices, so it comes even all Finland, Denmark, Norway, Ireland, Netherlands also. So this is a simple visualization, but ultimately we'll be doing through matplotlib. This is dot plot, we've used nothing more, and whatever we wanted we have taken here within the list. You can see kind is line. Now before proceeding further, I will take you here. We started with series here, so S is our series. Just check directory of S. Even though we don't use a lot, see what all we have. So many methods. I wrote one, I remember I deleted. I took only one. Suppose I wrote this one, right? If you go through one by one, it will take 6 months time, not required. So whenever required, you just can verify, because we have a whole lot of things to do. See, pop, even if you don't know, then you can check it always. It's not a problem. You can always check it. You can write help and it will show you a few lines. Now, suppose I write, because this was my series, Panda series. This one. Now let me cut this. I have 3 rows here, and even I have 5, 6 rows here. Here, suppose I will use T dot, which row you want to delete. Suppose I want to row second, I want to delete second one. I can write like this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. See here, I have 0 value, 1 value is here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here I have 0, 1, there is no 2, because I deleted this row now. So these things are there. These things automatically will come. Next time we'll do some kind of analysis. We'll take real-time data from Yahoo Finance and we'll see what we can do with that real-time data. So there you see whatever functions with time and again, you have to use those. Will not go deep into this. Okay, but yeah, you have to know. Sometimes suppose you don't need one row or column, what are the options available? We can go there and we can see and we can learn and implement there itself. We don't need to go through one by one. You just need to know how to check. Now let me go down. We were here. Then see, there is another way. Okay, this was over, right? This was over. Now I think this is also a data frame. It's very simple. We have a list here. See, this is a data frame 3201. Here 3201 and then 0372. So here again, this is a NumPy object or any list or whatever you want, you can write. But remember, the whole, this whole should be a data frame. I mean, if you see here, these are the keys. The keys will come here. Your data frame is a dictionary. The keys will come here. Apple or sorry, the keys will come here. The names and here 3 to the values will come here, and this the index is given automatically. So the keys must be there. Without keys, you can't operate. These are labeled. That is the only thing we need to remember. So in a dictionary, if you remember, this is a dictionary, and this data comes to data.frame. Again, this is capital, this is capital. PD is for pandas. Now, this data, you have choices. You can do something. In a dictionary, whatever column names you want, you write here. And in a dictionary these are immutable. You can't write a list here. You can't write a list here. And normally, because these will be our labels in data analysis, invariably we'll be writing strings here most of the time. And here you write a list, whatever you want you can write, it's not a problem. You can write a numpy object there. Actually this example was there before, it came down anyway, not a problem, it's over now. Then what? Yeah, we change because here the index things we have not written. These are the keys, they come here, and by default it gives value like series 0, 1, 2, 3. We wanted to change index like series, you can write index and you can get it. You can get it. The index comes here. If you have some other thing other than the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, even 0, 1, 2, 3 you don't want. You want to start from 1. You write 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Index you have to write and is equal to this. That's all. And with practice you will be able to remember. These two came actually, you take here. I'll send you also this one. Then another I had, I can take this, you keep here. Okay, it came like this. Yeah, this one, it will go a bit down. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah. Now let me go to probably the last one. Matplotlib inline. This is something you will see 100 times. Don't worry about this now. We'll do matplotlib after 3-4 classes. We've written this so that we'll get it here. That's all. We'll get it here itself. What will happen is, I'll take you through one, maybe after 3-4 classes in the other group, and we'll do we'll make a app. What will happen is, whatever we'll do, that will come, widgets here also we have. You will be able to make it and you will be able to see it. Okay, uh, you will be able to interact with that. Then you can deploy it. That's very easy. It's a 1 hour work. I will show you maybe after 3 or 4 classes. The same kind of a thing, if you don't write this one here, you will not get it here itself. Now this one you can save image, you can do something, you can show to someone, you can do it. Okay, because you want to get it here, you need to write this one. This is fixed. Okay, percentage matplotlib inline. Wherever you want you can write. What we want is, we want 5 only, not all. See, these 5, because rank is important and we want to compare only these 5. The same, whatever way we use, same way we are using here as well. You go and verify, and then it's only plot, and we have written this one here, and the only thing we changed here is the bar chart. Now in line we have written there, here we have written bar. Last one, if you see line, it's bar. Now if you have bar, your bar chart here, you can compare. Suppose you want to compare the red one, healthy life expectancy, you can compare this here. Finland life expectancy, here life expectancy, here life expectancy, here. I think Norway is better than all. Then comes Ireland, then comes uh, Netherlands, and they are same. Okay, you compare the blue one that differentiates generosity. If you check, this is Ireland is the best, and then comes Netherlands, then Norway, and all that. That way you can compare. So visualizations are great here in
Sir,
Pandas. We have a bit, but then we'll do more in Matplotlib. Okay.
sir, one question.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Actually, the graph function is very powerful. It looks very interesting and powerful.
yeah,
But
yeah.
one question: can we place the graph? This is one graph, and second graph on the right side, third graph on the let's say below, like four blocks of graphs together in the same screen.
Yeah, we can do whole lot of things. Okay.
Oh,
When
okay.
we go to Matplotlib,
Hmm.
I mean, that itself will take around 7 to 8 classes.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I managed to do it in 3, 4 classes.
Hmm.
And yeah, whole lot of, I mean, we have pie chart, we have bar graph. You can change everything here and there. So lot of different ways. In fact, we have to manage everything. So that we'll be able to do in 3, 4 classes, and everything will come. Like next time when I start one in the next class tomorrow, we'll see. We'll bring simple kind of analysis to tomorrow and after tomorrow, and we'll directly go to the application part, and we'll use a little bit of graphs also. But then when you do matplotlib after pandas,
Hmm.
then everything will be over
Okay. Okay.
properly.
Okay.
All right, then class is over for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine.